Hi everyone and welcome back to Simming with Abby. Today we are going to be renovating the Sim Supplies beach house, which is for Aluna Drive from his new world. So this is going to be tons of fun. I'm going to just recreate it and make it more something that would be in my town and something that I would have my Sims live in, because it's kind of boring at the moment. Sorry, Sim Supply, if you're watching this, but I don't necessarily like everything that you did with this house, but I like the fact that it's a little quiet beach house. So I'm just going to adjust the patio area and make it a little bit larger because I think that it's a nice place for you to sit out right on the sea and, just be a nice place to just relax. So I'm adjusting the beach area, or adjusting that area there. And I thought that if they live on the beach, they've got to have some kind of speedboat. So I added in a little speedboat. And now I'm just sectioning off the area just so that, we don't want them to fall off into the sea, because these Sims, they drown so easily and it's just ridiculous. And the last thing you want is to drown in your own home. So we're going to mark that area off. And I thought it would look really nice and very beachy to have palm trees, lots of plants, and make it very homey and look like you're on an exotic island, even though we're in like the basic town on The Sims. So I'm just adding in some little petals and little plants, and here we go, we're adding in the flowers to make it a little bit more green. And this is my favourite part, we added in tons of rocks to just make it look like the rocks are part of what's going on under the sea. And this house is planted right next to a big huge cliff, so the cliff has rocks that look very similar. So I added in some rocks there, and I was thinking, oh, I want this to look kind of like dark brown or have like some kind of dirt there, but I couldn't, so I just stuck with the beachy wood, and then I'm going to fill it in later so it doesn't look like the plants are coming out of the wood. There we go, added some trees in there, added in a few more rocks. And now I'm looking for some kind of light because it is really dark out here. So we're creating a little seating area for everyone to just sit down and relax. I go with these nice beach chairs, and I like the standard colour that they are with the light wood. I think the light wood definitely reminds you of a nice beach. So I'm just saving my game real quick because I've had to go through so many issues where things keep freezing and I lose everything. I've been playing The Sims today for like 5 hours straight, so I've had to restart and go back in and restart so many times because it keeps glitching out. So just saving a couple times, and I added this custom table. Well, I wouldn't necessarily. Yeah, it's a custom table, and I got it from the Sims resource. And we're adding a little barbecue area. I think that whoever lives here would definitely come out on the patio, and they would cook some sausages and some hamburgers and sit out there on the porch and have a look over the sea and see what's going on. So adding in some wine bottles, and I don't know why that was like glowing. I thought that was so weird. So I'm just trying to fix whatever was going on there. I realized it was the candlelight that I had, so I switched it to this really cute lantern and I made it a fun color, fun green color. So we have finished that little porch area. Now I'm just adjusting the sand because it just doesn't look like he's on the beach. It looks super weird. So I made it all sand, and then I'm adding in little dirt patches, and I'm also going to add in a little bit of grass just under the house, but it's going to look like fake grass. I want it to look like someone put the grass there, so it didn't look like he was living out of literally on the beach. So adding a little bit of grass, and I'm just changing the textures around and adding in some rocks at the back. I love this rocks design. I just think it makes the house a little bit more characteristic. I'm adjusting that, so I want it to look like that little area over there, which is not adjustable, is part of his beach. So I want it to look like he has his own private beach. I'm saying he, like it's a guy that lives here. It could be a girl that lives here, but I want it to look like he or she has a little private beach because this area here is a little bit secluded. So This is what the inside looks like previously, and we're just getting rid of everything. I moved those two things outside because I did want to incorporate them in the house, but in the end I did actually forget that they were out there, and I finished the house and didn't put them back in. So yeah, we're just making this, I don't know, I don't really know what theme this is. I just went with a beach theme, I guess. That's what we call it, a beach theme. And we're making it very beachy, and we're going with a dark beech wood. And these cabinets are custom, so I will try and add all of my new custom stuff. If you see anything that's new that's not in my list on my Tumblr page, I will try and add all of those new things, because I did have another download spree the other day, so I haven't updated the list within the past 24 to 72 hours. So yeah, we're just adjusting the floors. I think that a lighter wood would definitely go better than the wood that we had before. Sorry guys, I'm totally saving again because I'm so scared that I'm gonna lose everything. So I know that was really quick between my last save, but you never know, anything could crash. I'm using lots of custom content, and you never know when it can be all glitchy and ruin everything. So adding a sink, and now here's the part where I was like, we need to make this look cool. What can we do to make this look cool? So I tried a few different dining tables, and also because the space is so small and compact, it's kind of like we need to fit everything in, plus we want to, I don't know, just like upgrade everything. We want to have a bigger TV, we want to have nicer couches, and I went with this table, which is also a table I downloaded from a set on the Sims resource, and I like the fact that it's a different color. I think that green actually, I don't know, it creates a different type of vibe in the house, and I think the green matches really well with the dark wood, so we're going with the green table. And now I'm thinking, okay, we need a TV, some kind of TV, and I thought maybe we could fit that one in, but I couldn't fit it in with the couch. So I had to really brainstorm here. So you'll see me play around with lots of different things to see what I can do. Then I realized that this dining table isn't actually a dining table, it is a kitchen counter. So we added in a bar stool, or bar seating, so that whoever lives here can just sit up there and eat their food. I thought maybe we could fit the TV under the table. I thought maybe I could have it looking like it's sitting on the floor, and then yeah, I couldn't. So I tried to move this window over so I could put a TV in the corner there. So I'm just adding another light just to give it a little bit more I don't know what the word is, but I think that the light gives it more character. There we go, even though I've used that word already today. But I think it definitely gives it more character. I love it. So we added in that tiny little TV, but I'm just not, I just don't like it. I just don't like having a tiny little TV in this house. I think that whoever's living on a beach house obviously has money. They're not like super poor. That means that they'll be able to afford a bigger TV. So I'm going with my signature cabinets, which I use in all of my houses, and I put that under there for great storage. And I love these couches from Into the Future. I think it's such a great asset to any house that you use it in. So I'm adjusting the couches again. I'm adjusting the cabinets, and I go with 2 cabinets. And because this table is slightly pushed forward, I decided to have one cabinet leaning forwards and one cabinet leaning backwards, because it's not wide enough for us to have both cabinets and in the right place. So now we're just doing the bedroom, and I'm redoing the bedroom to make it I don't know, more useful, because what was in there was pretty much nothing. So we want to make it look like someone lives here, plus we want to make it I don't know, what's the word? We just want to make it cool. We want to make it look kind of cool, and I think that having this big, huge bookshelf here looks pretty awesome, and I made the bed look like it's part of the bookshelf, and we're adding in a dresser now. There's no space for me to put in my closets, unfortunately, so we're just adding in that dresser and matching up the colours and giving it a little bit more of a, I don't know, nicer feel. So now I'm going with this picture frame set. I love the different types of frames because it means that I can customize what colors should go with what frame, and I go with a green, and I know that it doesn't match, but I think that the fact that it doesn't match makes it match, if that makes any sense at all. But we're going with this really cool lamp and just some pictures to make it look like someone lives here. I've said this before that I love whenever I build houses or build custom lots or anything like that, or community lots, I always want to make it look like either someone lives there or someone has already been there. I don't like it to look like, I don't know, like a show. Well, even show houses, they make it look like people live there. I think that's how I like to make it look. So I like to have things already placed there, like a cup. I just put a cup there. It looks as though someone was just drinking from the cup and we have it sitting there. And yeah, I'm going to add some little things, and you'll see that I do that quite a lot in my houses. And here I added in a plate of cookies and a cup of tea. So that's so me, plate of cookies and tea. Oh my gosh, that's what I have like every day. So now I'm trying to see if I can fit cushions on here, but that's an epic fail. It doesn't go, so I'm just adding some additional things to the kitchen. And now we are just seeing what we can put in those little shelving cabinets, and we're looking for some knickknacks, clothing. I added a little bookshelf, and I wasn't really sure what to put because I don't know if it's a girl or a boy that's going to live here, and I think that my fabric on the bed is quite girly already. I made a little custom plant there. Tissues. Gotta have your tissues in your bedroom. So now I was looking for like a little ornament to go in there, and I found some towels, I found some book covers or book ends, or I don't really know, paper holders. And I'm just trying to adjust the different fabrics so it looks like the different stacks of clothing in the house. And I'm changing the wall color to an actual like fabric color. I do adjust a bunch of different things, but eventually I go with this, and I love it. I think that it's definitely something that will be in a beach house. So now I'm moving over onto the bathroom, and I'm making my signature shower. It is the Abbi shower, as I call it. It's basically a shower with a glass window and an archway for a door. Using the move objects cheat, I love it. I would just love to have a shower like this. I think it looks freaking awesome. So that is my shower that we've got going on there. We're going with all white tiles. And we're going to make the bathroom just a plain, simple white color. We're not going to go with any bright colors or anything like that. I'm not sure what the person who's living here is like, so I don't want to add too much character into the house when it comes to color, because you never know what their personality might be. So we're going to keep everything as simple as possible. Now I'm making a custom kitchen. I always say kitchen when I'm in the bathroom. We're making a custom bathroom cabinet sink thing, and I'm making this like this because I want to add additional things onto there. Also, it means that you can put things inside of the sink. Not that I have anything I want to put inside of the sink right now, but it does allow you to do that, so that's kind of cool. And now I'm just putting a mirror behind it. I think that's probably the only mirror in the house, actually. I don't have any mirrors anywhere else. I should incorporate a mirror somewhere else, but I don't know. I think that I like this mirror the way it is. Now I'm adding some shelving, and I'm going with these shelves right above the window, and we're making it the same color as the shower door and window. And I couldn't decide what I wanted to put on there. Eventually I just go with a simple picture frame, and we just added in a hairdryer there so it looks like it's someone's actual bathroom. And that's it, we just added that little picture frame. So now I'm trying to think, what can I put on this wall? And I do eventually just go with a really big canvas, and I just have it laying on the floor so it looks like well, I pushed it all the way down so it looks like it's laying on the floor, and I think that's kind of a nice feature. So now we are going to create kind of like a little serenity area just for the car. I think that whoever lives here, I can see them driving like a vintage car. So I went with that. And I didn't like the way it just looked. I didn't like the way it looked just sitting there, so I added in a little platform, and then I put the car on top and added in a bunch of plants and bushes and stuff just to hide it out. I don't know. I don't really know what I was going with here. I just thought it looked kind of cool, so that's what we went with. I like that little area there. Plus, I added in some rocks to give it some character. So now I'm adding in a fire pit, and we're adding in a pathway, and we're gonna just make it look like it's been brushed over with sand, and I think that looks a little bit more natural. Saving for one last time because the house is in fact complete. So we're gonna go back into the house and take a look for a final tour. So we are back in the house, and do you guys notice something? I accidentally left those 2 items still sitting outside in front of the house, but I do get rid of them. I do notice it eventually. And so yeah, thank you Sim Supply for making such an amazing house. I have such a cool beach house in my town now, and I can't wait to move a family in there. It's going to be so much fun. So thank you Sim Supply, and thank you everyone else also for watching my video. So yeah, I look forward to doing more renovations and more builds, especially Sim Supply renovations, because his houses are so cool. So that wraps it up for today. Thank you everyone for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Thank you for watching Simming with Abby. Bye everyone.